yeah. Yep. Yep. Yup! Yup! Let's go! And you get health packs now. I forgot Berserker gets health packs off kill.
Hello all. I'm making this guide because some dude came up to me in the cerebral place, and he just straight up said, yo, what do I do? I'm like, you know, are you serious? It's day 2 or 3. You don't know what to do still? But I guess, you know, some people aren't that in the loop, so might as well. I have a pretty solid, like, thing going on with it, strategy to quickly get to power 5. I am hard stuck power 10 because fighting Rat King with no parry frames is really odd. Okay, I'm gonna be doing this on a new slot. I'm also gonna be doing it on one of the starter mementos. I beat Shogun for the first time on Berserker. So yeah, you wanna finalize your character. You're here. The first thing I usually do is check my tasks. I get Fragmented Island and Simian Horror, which is really lucky. You usually want Simian Horror or Trial. Simian Horror is basically Primadon. Like you can just tell me about it. He talks about a Primadon who ate some treasure. If you're not good for Primadon, you can go here. Well, either way, before you do Primadon, you want to grab this boundary because if you don't, you'll be stuck at Monkey's Paw later on. So you grab this boundary. For those that aren't good for Primadon, it's gonna be pretty boring, but you know, you go up here, there's a job board. There's also a Moss Knight. This guy drops 500 notes. These give a good amount of notes in loot. But yeah, I'm just gonna do Prima. Also a bit optional, this is what I do. I usually just sell all my memory shards, go back here. It might be worthwhile to power up, but I'm gonna grab Rush Hour because Rush Hour is kind of busted, and Enhanced Flow. While you're here, you could also grab, let me see. You could grab this one, Ruinous Recovery, just cuz. Alright, so you go up here, even though you're power 1, if you're planning on doing Primadon, that is. Yeah, the portals aren't lit up. I'm pretty sure Prima's the middle, though. Yeah. So you go here, and you don't move. You don't move. Because if you click W, you're gonna go in this boundary, and it's gonna be really annoying. Okay, well, some dude already spawned him. You just want to glide down. Once he uses that, he's gonna be on cooldown. Dodge forward, and do this, and it's just a normal Prima fight. You can activate Rush Hour because I swear it doesn't drain any HP. Yeah. And then you want to grab all this loot. You also get Ring of the Primal King, only if he's your memory. Also, might I add, if you don't have Simian Horror as your memory, you can't do Prima. Unless he's already spawned in, you can't spawn him in unless he's your memory. The same goes for every boss. I think maybe Trial too. I don't know. But yeah, you get Ring of the Primal King. Okay, you make it to this boundary, you go in, and you pray it doesn't TP you under the map. Okay, it TP'd me under the map, which means let's just equip everything. Let's equip all the good stuff. Alright, so yeah, once you have everything equipped, you gotta reset character, or you could leave the game. I don't really feel like menuing right now. I'll just wait the 30 seconds. Okay, so yeah, it's really unfortunate. What you're about to see here, as you can see, I have 102 out of 52 on my carrying load. That could have gone to a bunch of notes, but it TP'd us under the map with no way to get back up, to my knowledge. So you lose like a bunch of stuff. Still, Prima gives like a good amount of notes. I think it gives 1,500 on kill, and then the bags, if you grab all the bags, you get like another 4K maybe. I don't know. So once you sell everything, you know, just power up. Get to power 5. Power 5, you got all your mantras. For Berserker, this is just me. I don't use any mantras because I'm usually doing bosses. I'm an M1 guy. So yeah, you're usually M1ing, and I also don't use Berserk State. I think I already mentioned I prefer having just resistances because it helps a lot. You want to go over here now, because now we're going to be getting the Flasks, which is the most tedious part. If you have Trial, if you have the Trial memory, you can TP to Mini, and you can go from here to this Citadel, then I think go to Miners, and then you end off at Viridian. But, you know, if you don't, you gotta go the long way. Alright, so once you've sailed to Miners, we're gonna be going like over all the flasks, and it's gonna be really helpful. There's boundary locations that not many people know of, I would assume, that really help in future progs, because they made it so the boundaries save after wipe, which is really helpful. I'm gonna go up here first. It's not really a shortcut. It's you end up at the same place, but if you go up here, you can get a rail blade, which has a good amount of DPS. I usually use it on my one berserker slot that's alive. This corner, rail blade. Then you go here, climb up. Make sure you're not combat tagged, or you can just run. But use your glider here, and you know, now we continue back to the way to the flask. Okay, so once you're here, I think it's in this carriage, and then before you leave, it's really invisible, but there's a boundary here, so you want to take that. I spent like 20 minutes searching for it. I couldn't find it. I had some help. Yeah, so then you go back, you have it saved. It saves cross wipe, really helpful. It also bugs you inside the building, just roll out. Here's the map, just in, like, you know, if you need it. Here's the map. We're gonna be heading to Songseeker now, across the map. I did fail to say, right here, this log, I'm pretty sure this log specifically, there's a boundary there. I don't really use it, but it's just cool to have boundaries, so why not? If you want it, you can go get it. It's probably too late now. You can always get it later, because you can TP here from now on, but... Alright, once you get to Songseeker, we're gonna go on this right island first, because if you turn here, there's a boundary. Also, I advise against entering the cave. There are horseshoe crabs, and I don't know how to do anything about them. So, you know, they just kill you. Alright, once you're here, there's gonna be a Shogun here, a weaker version. You can practice against it too. Yeah, this guy's definitely practicing against it. But, you know, if you go up here and then drop down, there's a pretty helpful boundary. Take that, Songseeker Church. Make sure you don't click on mines. They're both called Songseeker. You're gonna drop down and also almost die. Don't do that. You want to get the flask right here. Yeah, there's no boundary here. It's the boundary that's near here is the Songseeker Church. So just keep going there every time you wipe if you need to get your flasks again. Okay, this part is really dangerous, depending if some snow knights spawned. There's gonna be a snow knight hiding behind this tree if they have spawned. So I would recommend logging. Other than that, just book it. Just book it across the entire valley. Alita doesn't spawn. I'm in combat, so I'm going much slower. And there's a deep owl. I might actually die here. Alright. Hold up. Maybe they're gonna fight each other. That's pretty lucky. Well, there you go. I hope you get as lucky as me. You know, good luck. Good luck. Which is also right next to Frost Cestus. No clue what these do. You can pick them up. I don't really want to. And, very helpful, there's a boundary. And now you have 4 flasks. You can return back to Aratel Wilderness. And now we begin our journey to the Shogun. if you turn left here, down there's a hole. If you drop down, there's a boundary, which isn't really helpful because you can't get back up. It's where the deep shrine is. I think it's Shrine of Division. It's not really that helpful, but if you're collecting boundaries, there you go. Oh, look, would you look at that? There's a boundary right here. How lucky. Alright, I really hope this works. It doesn't work. Okay. Climb up this big stick. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I guess this is the only path. Which leads us to another broken jump pad. To which we switch servers because maybe they're fixed in newer lobbies. Unfortunately, the only newer servers are in Brazil, Paris, some other, you know, England, you know, so I'm kind of banking on this. If not, whatever. All right, does it work? It works. All right, so you climb up here, take this one, climb up here, take this one, climb up here, take this one. Am I getting jumped? This guy wants to gank me in a Brazil lobby, but I'm way too fast for him. Take this one. Now here, pull out your glider, glide up a little bit, touch the wall, climb here. Is Buddy following me? No. Okay. You run across. There is another static Moss Knight spawn here. I'm gonna avoid it because it's a Brazil lobby. Up here, you glide down. A Shogun also does spawn here. I wouldn't recommend practicing the fight here though because a lot of NPCs spawn. Alright, there you go. It's fighting something. They're fighting gargoyles. And you jump here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, you jump here, pull out the glider, just go straight. Honestly, you're good. You can speed it up, I guess. Alright, right here. So that's your 5th flask. That's the last flask. You know, here's all of them. And the last one, Viridian Sanctuary Ruins. Go up here, you take this one. Do that. Do a bunch of parkour. Now here's the Shogun Fight. You want to bust a right. Take the boundary. It's going to refill your 5th flask, as well as, you know, unlock it for future slots. Or not slots, but characters on this slot. Temple of Myr boundary. Really helpful. That's the only time you ever have to do that, unless you already did. Alright, boss fight time. I guess the best advice I can give you is watch. Like, use your eyes, don't get greedy. It's all just trial and error. Also, don't use Berserk. I've said that 3 times now, I think, but don't use Berserk. I don't like it.
Jump, parry, parry, jump, 1 slash, crouch, dodge, dodge. You want to delay your cancels as long as possible on that one move. Jump, parry, parry. See, delay, delay, crouch, parry, hit, parry, hit, parry, parry. You can get a hit in between, but I don't like to. Parry, 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 dodge, dodge. It's the same thing. I will show you because it. Oops. Okay, I'm boosted.
He does have an ult, which he uses at half HP, or he gets access to at half HP. So I'll show you how I deal with that. I'm gonna stop talking so I can lock in. Alright, he's at half HP. Run away. Heal. This is the strat I used when I was a little boostoid. You know, you go here. Run away. You bait out an attack, run away. Ready? Bait out an attack, run away. Until he uses the ult. Right there, he used it. He did a little scream, then he used the ult. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're good.
Crouch, jump, parry, parry, jump. Okay, I'm trash for that.
Alright. He also can use the ult multiple times, so you want to watch out for that. So you're going to have to bait it out multiple times, usually. I'm just the worst, but, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That was a close one. You know, as I said, he does use it multiple times. I'm going to use this last one just because. But he's basically dead. Easy. You know, you can power up now. It costs it's way more expensive now. You also can't get anything until power 10. So grind more money, do more jobs, do a prima if it's alive, if someone spawned it. And then you go here, go to Song Seeker Mines. There's a food closet, take this boundary. Then you go over here, really cool NPCs. Jump down, and then you get the Rat King fight.
Finally, a worthy challenge.
Alright. Okay. Alright, Prime Sharko's a fraud. People like to gas him up. I was scared of him too. Look, you want to look at him? Look at him. And then dodge. See? Just don't get greedy with these guys. In Iron Vow, you can't get greedy. That's my best advice. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it again. I know I went here. I'm not gonna do it again. There you go. That's the guide.